Hello. So in this video, we are going to learn how to share the Nearpod videos and lessons that we've created thus far. And we will also learn how to view student results. So I'm going to go on Nearpod. And as you can see, there are a lot of different lessons probably that you may have at this point. So let's say that I want to look at a video and I want to share it. So let's say that I found or I created my own video, and all I have to do is hover over the video, and then it brings up this three dots at the top right, or not the video, the lesson, and you click there and you can share it with teachers. And when you click there, it gives you the option to send an email. Send it through an email. I'm going to save changes on this one because it actually gives you more options. So you can share with teachers and you can share a link. So this is what I would recommend if you want teachers to look at your lesson, and then if they're interested in using them, they can always use the lesson themselves and make a copy of it and then edit it themselves and use it in their classes. You can also do an embed code, which would be good if you wanted to upload it into your Canvas. And you can also do like the email. And this editable link is used if you have another teacher that you're collaborating with and you both want to work together on this lesson. This is a great feature for both of you to kind of look at the lesson together and edit as you go. So that is what you could do with that. Also, I wanted to show you how you can view student results. So let's say that I want to view student results on this or on the same one we were looking at. All I got to do is go to reports. And there's no data on this one because that's the one I used for the tutorial video. So let me go to one where I would see data, and I'm actually not going to click on it because it has like students' names, and I don't want to violate any FERPA regulations. So if you click here and you just go on reports, you would just click on that, and it has the number of slides that I have, but it'll show you the different classes that or the different segments that you created. So like if I showed this in 3 classes, I would see the 3 different classes that I use, and I would just click on each one and it brings up like students responses to the questions that I embedded. And then the last feature that I really like in sharing this, or even uploading it into like your TEKS, would be to click on it, and then you could do export PDF, and you can save it, and then it brings it up into it puts it into a PDF document, and it could be something that you could use in to show that you created a lesson. So like you can embed it in TEKS, or you can send it to your administrator, or if they want evidence of the lesson that you created. So that's another neat feature. And then finally, the last thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to go on Canvas, and I wanted to show you how you can embed your lessons on Canvas, and that way all your students have to do is go on Canvas and click on it, and they would have access to your lesson. Okay, so let's say that I want to go into my course. Let's go to Alright, so let's say that I want to embed it in this course. All I would go is go in here, go to assignments, create an assignment. So you would do plus assignment. and you can call it like Nearpod lesson or the title of the lesson. And then you can embed a link. Here's how you can upload like the video. But the nice thing about Nearpod, like I showed you earlier, you can click here and say share with teachers, but it gives you like now you would go on like student pace or live participation, whichever one you wanted to. So if I wanted to do the live participation, I would click on the link. That's the one I want to share with my students, and click on copy. And students will need this code. So if you go on Canvas, you would copy the link, and the kids would go here to Nearpod, and then you would just type in the code. So you could put the code in here, and just tell the students join with the code. And so when they click in here and then they click on they type in the code, they will be able to access your lesson through here. Now I know you could also send it to an email or to Twitter or Facebook, but most of us will probably use, if you have a Google Classroom, you could do that, but most of us will probably just use the link and let the students join through that. And then the last thing here would be, I did the live lesson, and it pretty much is the same thing if you want to do the student pace. If you want to assign it so students log in and kind of work through the lesson on their own time. And like I really like this feature too. Even if you do the live participation, I like this feature because like if students miss a day in class, or if you want to provide them with an opportunity to do the work if they're not home, if they're not at school, or if they just want to practice it again, and you want to give them feedback and they just want that extra practice, you can do the student paste and share the link through another assignment, or just post it on your discussion post and let the students kind of work through the lesson if they missed it, or if they have questions, or if there's anything that you can help them with in case they weren't in class or they just want that extra practice. So let me know if you have any questions on sharing your lesson, changing it to a PDF, or sharing it with your students, or posting it on Canvas.